Ow! What?
Don't touch the
Burn
motor.
myself. Why'd you do that? Okay, I'm gonna stand. That help?
Okay.
Not quite enough.
No, you run over by the other side.
There we go. There we go.
Uh-oh, he's coming this way.
Oh! See it? See it? See the curve? Come on. Yeah, it saw that curve, totally.
I love when the little sensor rotates.
Yeah.
The little eyeball movement.
And it's zigzagging back and forth because its compass is telling it, hey, you're more than so many degrees off point. Go that way. That's why it changes direction. Yeah. Point found.
Just assisting it because the battery's getting low.
Yeah, it does the steering for it, and then he just kind of gives it an extra boost.
See, that was a very slight uphill, but it was a mountain for Goobot here.
Especially at the end of the course.
Especially since we're doing everything on low power.
What's the sensor? There's two things that spin. What are the two now?
On the long one, it looks left and right, and it's a short-range ultrasonic sensor. And the one on top looks mostly in the middle of it, but a little off to the left and a little off to the right, and it's long range.
But a little high for the curves, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Still curves.
And then you have a GPS on there somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's mounted on our spoiler. It adds down for it.
So did you guys do any kind of write-up on it?
I kept a blog of it for a while, that's about it. Oh my. I'm avoiding something. Yeah. That's right.
a nice curve avoided.
He knew what was there. So trying to get to its, we have a point here, right? Yeah, somewhere around here. But
Ah, excellent.
Did it just hit a point?
straight is not very straight. Yeah.
They put an enormous number of hours in on that.
No. Well, I was talking to Dr. Winters just a couple days ago, and he said that he's worked at National Labs a lot. I mean, that's when he was doing his data, he was hooked up with Oak Ridge National, Oak Ridge National Labs, and you know, he had friends working on all kinds of projects, and there was a group that was working on this. It was a little while back because they actually had computers hooked to it with umbilicals, but all of the types of problems that they had, he was talking about how, and just how difficult it is to get an object to go from one point to another.
And not run over things or bump into things.
Yeah, and it's not just a problem of doing it. It's a problem of doing it within boundary conditions, within confines. And the confines for them, which was a confine that these were PhD physicists working on this. They were things like, you know, the memory. You know, it's not just write the code any way you can get it done, but you got to write the code. They have a limited number of variables. They have a limited amount of lines of code they can write. So all of the things, yeah, it was neat because I was sitting there on his porch, I was telling him about it, and in fact, he wanted to come, but his wife took her in to get some stitches out. She had some skin cancer in her leg, but I was like telling him the problems that they had. He was like, yep. I sat in a meeting, and they, one of the group, they were giving a presentation at a meeting, and they were listing, it's like all the same
thing.
Yeah, the same thing.
And they probably had a lot more hours, man
to
hours
put
into it. So
So this is a.
I knew when they started that it was going to be ambitious, but I still thought they might finish it within the school year. So it's good that they kept on going, even though they didn't.
Oh yeah, I mean that's something that's just completely about them and you guys as parents. Because I can't teach a kid to want to learn like that, you know. So
and to keep going when they hit those snags, you know, not to throw up your hands.
And I mean this right here today was, I mean, it was very last minute. I was hoping we could get a fire person, but I mean, he didn't contact me until like Tuesday, but I wanted to get out here before they left. And I wanted to get them all on film. So now, what we can do is I can take this and I can do that, and then I can also digitize this and then put this on the website. So,
I think it would be fun, maybe when we're done here, just to do a brief interview of them, you know, just kind of
that's
like,
a great idea.
you know, how did you guys get started in this, and what were the challenges, and what was like a really fun thing, and tell me about something goofy that happened.
Would you help with some of the questions?
Sure.
If I missed something.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
But it does sound like fun. It's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll ask them some questions. Yeah, and then we'll.
Where's it trying to get to now?
What?
Where's it headed to?
There's a point in this area, and then the last point's over there.
So it's almost finished the course?
Yeah.
Instead of a three-quarter?
There's that point.
Good.
And the next one's right over there.
Let me show you. It's I'm in a box. We'll show them at the very end. Let's win first.
Set me up on the final position so I can be there when it gets there.
It should be at that in that intersection.
Okay.
Watch out, buddy.
You have your legs off. Your legs not in the center. Here we go.
Fire. Whatever. Let it go.
Oh, is that what you were talking about in a box?
Yeah.
Oh.
In a box. Feel like it got trapped somewhere. It's supposed to back up, but I think I don't know if the water damage did anything to that sensor or something. But. And then the last point should be right around here.
Water damage specifically on the bottle?
It went into a stream.
Area.
Yeah, there's a downhill and curves, and he found his point, but he just kept going. He was like, boom,
There's the end of the course.
Yeah.